Create a new file. Switch to Part Design. Create a new body. Create a new sketch. Select XY plane. Draw a circle. 60 mm diameter. Pad it 20 mm. Create a new sketch on XY plane. Apply section view, and then get external geometry. Select the circle. Draw two straight lines. And change them to construction line. Divide the angle as 11.25. Draw a circle. Diameter 89. Draw a 3-point arc. Select the point to the circle. Diameter 56. Draw an arc. Draw another arc. Diameter 110. Select this arc and the y-axis. Duplicate this arc. Select this point to the line. Select this point to the line too. Also select this point to the circle. Select these 2 points. Select the center to the circle. Same for this one. Pad it 20 mm. Change it to wireframe. Select a line and apply chamfer. Repeat the process for other edges. If I apply chamfer to all edges at the same time, then I will get error in doing the polar pattern. So I just do it one by one. Select Pad 001 and the chamfers. Apply polar pattern. Change occurrence to 8. Select the surface and create a new sketch. Draw a circle. (54 mm). Podcast it 4 mm. Create a new sketch on other surface. Repeat the process and pocket it 4 mm. You can create a plane at the middle and mirror the structure, but it is really quick to draw a circle and pocket it. Save the file. Create a new file for the flange. Create a body and a sketch on XY plane. Draw two arcs. Diameter 54 and 110. Use straight lines to join these two arcs. Pad it 30 mm. Create a new sketch. Select XY plane. Apply section view. Get external geometry for the arc. Draw a circle with construction line. Diameter 89. Draw a straight line. (33.75 degrees from vertical). Draw another line. (22.5 degrees from the first line). Draw another circle. (60 mm diameter). Draw an arc as indicated. Change it to regular line. Select the point to the circle. Change the line to regular line. diameter 56. Select the center to the circle. Draw another construction line. (11.25°). Duplicate the arc by symmetric tool. Select the point to the circle. Select this point to the line. And then select it to the small circle. Select the center to the big circle. Draw two arcs. Select the center to the big circle again, as it was not successful before. Change C to 30 to move up the sketch. Pad it 20 mm. Apply chamfer one by one. Select this surface and create a new sketch. Get external geometry for this line. Draw a circle 6 mm diameter. Horizontal distance 12.5 mm. Vertical distance 15 mm. Pocket it. Select full all. Select the surface and create another sketch. Get external geometry of the circle. Draw a circle 11 mm diameter. Change C to -23 mm to move the plane. Pocket it. Change the length to 15, but it seems not enough. Increase it to 19 and it is good. Select Path 001 chamfer and all the pockets, and mirror these features. This flange is finished. Save the file. Save it as flange D2. Delete pocket 001. Delete the corresponding sketch tool. For this pocket, change the type to dimension and the length to 15. Change the transparency to 70, so you can see the hole is not all the way through the flange. This is the bottom part of the flange assembly. Change the transparency back to 0. Save the file. Create a new file for the shaft. Create a body and a sketch. Select XY plane. Draw a circle 54 mm diameter. Pad it 300. Create a new sketch on XY plane. The external geometry of the circle. Draw a rectangle. 8 mm long by 3 mm tall. Slap it to the circle. Make it symmetric about the y-axis. Change Z to 5 mm. Pad it 46 mm. Change to wide frame. Select 4 edges. And apply fillet. Change radius to 3. Switch back to as is. Then save the file. Create a new file for the housing. It is for the driving shaft. Create a body and a sketch. Select XY plane. Use polyline to draw the shape as this drawing. Apply revolution. Select this circular edge. And apply fillet. Change the radius to 5. Save the file. And then save it as the housing for the driven shaft. We'll modify the drawing as this one. Delete the fillet. Open the sketch. Highlight these lines and delete them. And then use polyline to complete the drawing. Select this edge and apply fillet. Change the radius to 5. Save the file and all the parts are completed. Create a new file for A2 Plus. Switch to A2 Plus. Add the housing for the driving shaft. Import the shaft. Rotate it 90 degrees. Hold the Control key, select these two circular edges, and apply circular edge constraint. Click the mouse button so I don't need to hold the Control key for selecting items. Import the flange D1. Set rotation increment as 90 degrees and rotate the flange. A keyway is missing in the flange. Select the flange, use Edit Import Parts tools. So the flange D1 file will be opened. Select the body. Switch to Part Design. Create a new sketch on XY plane. Get external geometry of the arc. Draw a rectangle. View section. Make the rectangle symmetric about the y-axis. Select the point to the arc. The rectangle is 3 mm tall and 8 mm wide. Point it and select Reversed. Change the type to Full All. Switch back to A2 Plus. Save the file. Go to A2 Plus Assembly file. Select the flange. Update the part. The keyway is updated. Import the spider. Rotate it by 90 degrees. Select these two circular edges and apply circular edge constraint. Select these two surfaces and add plane coincident constraint. Select these two circular edges and apply axis coincident constraint. Move the flange to the shaft. Change rotation increment to 0.5 degrees. Rotate the spider a little bit. Select these 2 points and add point coincident constraint. Import flange D2. Rotate it 90 degrees. Select these two surfaces and apply plane coincident constraint. Select these two circular edges and apply circular edge constraint. Select flange D1 and duplicate the part. Rotate it 180 degrees. Change the rotation increment to 1. Rotate the flange a little bit to match the spider. Change to wireframe, and it is easier to select the points. Select these 2 points and apply point coincident constraint. Change back to as is. Select these 2 circular edges and apply axis coincident constraint. Select the bottom flange and duplicate. Rotate it 180 degrees. Change rotation increment to 1 and rotate it to match the top flange. Select these 2 surfaces and apply paint coincident constraint. For these 2 circular edges, apply circular edge constraint. Select the shaft and make a duplicate. Rotate it 180 degrees. Select these 2 surfaces and apply paint coincident constraint. Select these 2 circular edges and apply axis coincident constraint. Move the shaft out a little bit. Select the surface at the key and the keyway. Apply paint coincident constraint. Import another housing for the shaft. Rotate it 180 degrees. Select these 2 edges and apply circular edge constraint. Change the color of this housing. Hold the Ctrl key and select other housing too. Change the color to blue. Move the flange away from the spider a little bit. Change the color of the flange. Hold the Control key and select other flanges. Change the color to green. Change the spider to amber. Move the housing away from the shaft. Click the housing and select Set Color. Select these surfaces and change them to light gray. Move the shaft away from the housing. Repeat the process to set a new color for the surfaces. Resolve the constraints to reassemble the parts. Switch to Fastener Workbench. Import a screw. Move the screw out so we can see the size. Change the length to 35. The screw looks good and import free mold. Hold the Shift key, select all 3 screws and change the length to 35. Move screws to approximate position. Switch back to A2 Plus. Select the mouse icon instead of holding the Control key when selecting items. Select these 2 circular edges and apply circular edge constraint. Do the same for other 3 screws. The assembly is completed and we'll continue with the exploded assembly. Switch to exploded assembly. Select the housing and the surface so the housing will move in this direction. Create simple group. Change the distance to 300. Select a circle on the board and the surface of the key. Create a blow group. Change animation step to 120. Distance to 200. Revolution to 6. Select the top flange and the side surface. Create simple group. Change distance to 150. Select the flange again and the surface of the key to move it upward. Create simple group. Change the distance to 100. Select the lower flange and side surface. Create simple group. Change distance to 150. Select the flange again and the surface of the key. Create simple group. In the direction vector, reverse the directions in X and Z. Change the distance to 100. Select the shaft and the end surface. Create simple group. Change distance to 150. Select the spider and center surface. Create simple group. Change the distance to 80. Select a circle on the board and the surface of the key. Create a blow group. Change animation step to 120. Distance to 200. Revolution to 6. Select the top flange and the surface of the key to move it upward. Create simple group. Change the distance to 100. Select the flange again and then the side surface. Create simple group. Change the distance to 0 and revolution to 0.12. It is about 45 degrees. Select the lower flange and its top surface. Create simple group. Change the distance to 100. In the direction vector, reverse the directions in X and Z. Select the flange again and the side surface. Create simple group. Adjust the distance to 0. And minus 0.12 for the resolution. Direction seems wrong. Change it back to 0.12. Select the shaft and end surface. Create simple group. Change the distance to 0 and revolution to 0.12. Assemble the parts. Pay forward to check the assembly. Hold the Control key and select all the parts except the housing. And select the surface at the back of the housing. Create simple group. Change the distance to 0 and revolution to 6. Animation step to 200 and the step time to 0.01. Assemble the parts and pay forward. The revolution takes parts when all the parts are disassembled. Assemble the parts again. Group 012 was created by mistake and it is empty. Delete it first. Select revolution group 013 and the first group. Click Paste Before button. Hold the Shift key and select all the groups. Change the step time to 0.05. But for the rotation, keep it 0.01 as there are 200 steps. For the bolt groups, also keep it 0.01. Hide the movement path. Pay forward. Play backward. If you find this video interesting, please subscribe and give it a like. Thank you for watching.